Okay, so today it is obvious I'm not in Canada. I have actually traveled on a work-related trip and thought I would take this opportunity to use a very unusual form of church building as the location for this blog post's video. Let me take you inside. I'm standing in a church that was built in 1200 AD. Now, this is an ancient church, but let's go back to the really ancient church in the book of Acts. In Acts 2:47, it says of the early church that everyone liked them. Now, this is amazing because Peter was preaching to them, saying some very hard things. He was telling the same crowd that just months before had called for Christ's execution and called the anger that was towards the Christians caused the apostles to be hiding in fear for their lives. And here he was preaching that this Jesus was accredited by God, as you know, and you put him to death. That was a hard message. But it tells us that even today, we need to be very clear about the full gospel and not sugarcoat our message to bring people into the faith, but when they don't really understand what it's about. There are three aspects of our faith that are actually at odds with society today. We are exclusive in a sense that there is only one way to God, and that's through Jesus Christ. Now, that's actually very inclusive because everybody is invited, but it's seen as exclusive. We also believe in moral absolutes, whereas everybody else wants to believe in relativism. And we believe in a personal God, and others would rather believe in an impersonal force. The fact is that we need to proclaim the gospel. But why did people like them? They respected them because they practiced what they preached. They loved each other and they cared for each other. And that's the main message here today. What can we do today? We have to be authentic in our lives and show by our lives what we actually believe. Now, they got impressive results when they did that. They walked in God's power. They were confident and bold. And it was based on personal experience. They were alive to the Holy Spirit. They were alive to what God was doing in their lives, and they understood the theology of Jesus Christ. So let's walk ourselves in love and in power and in community. God bless.